What it do, ladies and gentlemen? This is your host, Musa Azakar, man. That banger, that's that Cormega X, man. It is something grown and sexy about that beat. You feel me? But hey, do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification icon. I'll be notified every time I drop any type of bangers. So let's talk about it. Yo, I I'm one of those. First of all, I am Musa Azakar. I'm from the 615, and I cover all type of subjects. I'm across the board. It could be the sports thing. I don't get into politics, but it could be the politics. It could be economic building, any little thing. But I also specialize. Look, specialize. I love my entertainment. Especially when it comes to hardcore movies. You know, I like movies like The Devil's Rejects, Dragged Across the Concrete, Feast, uh, the Rob Zombie, Michael Myers, you know, the Halloweens. I like the rough stuff like that, you know. So, this with this new embodiment of these so-called superheroes movies coming out, like the Marvels, X Men, even Spider Man. You know, that's why I like the comic way better, sometimes more than the movies. And this is why the movies gonna have to convert their uh, so-called comic movies into rated R movies. You look at characters like Wolverine. You look in a comic book, Wolverine cutting off heads and cutting off body parts. But in the movie, it's so mild. You don't see any blood, until they did the Logan thing and they seen the numbers jumped up a little significant for that character. And of course, Ryan Reynolds, after the Green Lantern performance, he was like, man, fuck that superhero shit. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do something I like to do. And it's going to be me. And see, in his character in Deadpool, it fit him such. And Deadpool, a motherfucker. He ain't no, I mean, they make it seem like he's a good guy, but shit, Deadpool about that goddamn money. See, and I don't, they don't really bring it, well, in the way they do, but from a, comic perspective. And he's so-called sarcastic in his comics, but not, the gay thing, how he be, that's not him. But far as that shoot you in your head, then tell a joke, it is like it. You know what I'm saying? But now, now that we have seen this drawl of movies, check this out. Venom producer says rated R sequel may be considered after Joker's success. Yes, when Venom came out, it was good. It just reminded me of a whole bunch of what's that? Them graphics they call CGI, especially when the sound go off, and you know how the symbiote act when the sound. It was cool, and he did some bad things, but you really didn't get to see it, you know. Uh, but once again, McFarlane's version of it in the comic books against Spider Man and him, them were some crucial episodes. You know what I'm saying? So now they're considering making Venom 2 rated R. Producer Mac Talmud has indicated that the upcoming sequel may potentially be given a rated R classification now that it works for superheroes movies. The formula is always never going to change, man. You go back to like the 80s and 70s movie, keep the format the same, no special effects, just raw, raw shit. It's going to sell and have a good plot. Reality, hell yeah. In a recent interview with Cinema Blend, Talmaker admitted that they may review their option for Venom 2 as he discussed the progression of the comic book character portrays on being on the big screen, referring to the success of Deadpool, Logan, and the Joker. He quote, I mean, I think you always have to think about it. Now that it works, he said. Having said that, our movie worked really well. Our franchise is as it is. And I don't think anybody is looking to say, hey, they did it. We have a place in the world. So it isn't like suddenly everybody's considering what to do with the rating, but you know, comic, especially enemies, they're going to go hard in the paint. And Venom ain't no, I mean, he could be a good guy, I guess, but he the start off ain't no goddamn good guy. Hell no. He also said, I think that the Joker does, and it tells you that it can succeed. For a very long time, that was the narrative. And Deadpool sort of wrestled that to the turf. And then Logan. But for a long time, that was considered totally forbidden. And I don't know why. Me and my nephew used to have conversations about this shit all the time. Like, man, when they do these little X-Men or whatever movies, man, it be kind of soft, man. They don't stick to the comics, and they don't. They don't. That's because they try to appeal to little kids. No, this is really for our people who read comic books, our timeline. We want to see the shit. Like Conan the Barbarian. I'm sure you used to read their comics, and they were off the chain in it. You couldn't be mediocre in the movie. So he said, I think it's the greatest thing in the world that rated R movies are being embraced by massive audience. And it just means that there are more opportunities for that kind of storytelling, which is true. Many fans expected Venom to receive a rated R rating, the first one. When I seen it, I was very disappointed. I'm like, man, dude, this shit could have been way more violent, way more hard. Shit went hard in the paint. I mean, he bit off heads, but you didn't see it. I want to see legs cut off, eating flesh. I want to see all that. But hey, that's just me. That's the type of stuff I like to see. I like the craziness in movies. I mean, I want to see. I like entertainment. We like entertainment. Shit, when we grown, y'all just too soft these days. Excuse me, I didn't mean to get too excited. Without crossing into the radar territory. So for future Spider-Man spinoffs, of Sony can retain their family friendliness that the wall climber is known for. No, let that shit go, man. Just like Disney. Disney really fucking up Marvel and the Avengers and shit like that. Come on, man. It's too soft. Too damn soft. Too soft. Despite the Venom sequel being the project is moving forward steadily as Kelly Marshall has been shaping to the script with input from Tom Hardy, who has very clear ideas. Now I'm sure they're gonna take his input too. But I'm gonna leave a link in the description box. Let me fans of the comic book world or entertainment world, let me know what you think about this, because I want to see this shit go down. I want to see blood and shit so much on the screen that you think it's gonna fuck up your living room or your popcorn or whatever you eat. I want to see blood all on the screen. This your boy Musa Azakar. Leave me some comments. Like the video, share, and subscribe. Peace and a ball of happiness, people.